Hi everyone, it's Adyel, and today I have a makeup tutorial for you guys, like all my other YouTube videos. So I decided to wear this very ugly headband just because I think it's cool. So to start off, I have a setting cream that I'm going to rub into my face. I think it's really important to drown your eyes in it just to really get that setup for your makeup. And my best suggestion is put it on your neck because I like to put makeup on my neck too. It's also very, very important that we put this other cream on my nose to prepare it for the highlight. And I also think it's very important to focus right above your mouth and right underneath your eyes to get those circles that everybody has. So next, I like to put some green goo on places I think I have pimples, but in fact I actually have really clear skin compared to some people. So I just put it around, and I like to correct my skin color by patting it, but don't rub because you'll ruin it and you'll look like Oscar the Grouch. Now that I have that, I like to put some concealer around my eyes just to correct some of the color around my eyes from the dark circles. So I think it's really important to look like a superhero at first, but don't worry because I'm going to use my very dirty beauty blender and I'm going to just get that in. So next I decide to use that same beauty blender and put some foundation on. And I know it doesn't match my skin tone in the video, but that's just the lighting, so it'll all work out. And I actually do put makeup on my neck because I think it kind of matches the rest of my face. So the next thing I like to do is just get it in everywhere so it kind of blends in together with my skin. You can't miss a spot, not even your ears, above your eyes, below your chin, everywhere. You just really need to be able to get it all in there. So next I like to use some more concealer to cover the dark circles underneath my eyes. I think it's kind of just fun to put it on the tip of my nose because I'm not really too sure what I'm actually concealing. So it's important to really blend it in and make sure you kind of blotch it onto your face so it mixes in with that primer or foundation that you used before. Make sure you close your eyes as well because you really don't want to get this stuff in your eyes. It burns really bad. So it's really important once again to just get it in everywhere. So next I decided to use some foundation and use another beauty blender. So first off, I like to make a very odd face, kind of like Finding Dory, and get it right underneath my eyes. And I find it very important to make sure you put it on your nose and right above your mouth, just on the tip of your chin. And then next I decided to use more foundation and a brush to just really pad that in there just to get a very good set for my makeup. So make sure you get it everywhere. Definitely don't miss a spot, just like earlier. I really think it's important to make a blowfish face just for fun. So next I like to curl my eyebrows for no apparent reason. And then I like to shape them a little with my brush, which is very extra because I can just use my fingers. So after I give them a really good shape and really good arch to it, I like to fill them in. So I use these two different little pens, and I think it's really beneficial to just give them a darker look rather than being light and almost blending in with your skin. So after I darken them and shape them, I like to put a coat right underneath them and right above my eyes to give them a bit of flair so the eyebrows really stand out. And after I blend that with my old beauty blender that I haven't washed in 14 years, I like to make sure it kind of mixes with my eye just so it kind of sets for a neutral tone. And after that I like to use more foundation and just put that above my eye as it falls onto my lap there. So after I really get in there, I like to fill in my eyebrows one more time and really shape them and give them a defined look. So then I take a bigger brush and I really like to get that powder right in there so it blends in. And I absolutely love this Tarte palette even though all the colors look exactly the same. And I like to take one of the cream colors and put them right above my eye to really to brighten it up a bit more than it usually is. And I also like to focus right on the outsides of my eyes and give the top a more defined, darker look compared to the others. So as I perfect that, I really like to make sure that it's absolutely perfect because the eyes are a essential part of this makeup look, and it's very important to get that discolor around your eyes away so it doesn't take up too much attention. And then after that, I like to take a syringe and put a very light coat of white eyeliner right above my eyelashes, just to kind to lighten it up compared to the dark colors that I had previously put on top of my eyes. And I like to take a small little brush and just really get that in there, and then take a second brush and kind of blend it in. And I also really think it's smart to get into the cornea of your eyes to make sure that you don't miss a single spot, because if you miss a single spot, this just isn't going to work out. And you really need to make sure you blend, because otherwise it's just going to look really, really bad. And after that, I like to go back up to my eyebrows and make sure that it's blended all the way up, so it looks for a very smooth, perfect look. And once again, you really just need to waste your time perfecting this look. And then next, I like to take a very thin liquid eyeliner and put that right on top of my eyelashes, just to give them a very good blend with my fake eyelashes that I'm about to apply. So here I go. Sometimes the glue doesn't work, so I just prefer to use Elmer's, and then I use the very scary contraption and put that on my eye and just throw some mascara on there, because I really don't have any eyelashes at all. True! So once that's all said and done, I just like to make sure that it's going to stick, because it would suck if one of my eyelashes fell off during the day. So it's kind of just good to pull down on your eye a little bit and really blow on it to make sure that it's dry. Otherwise, it's just going to fall right off and it'll look absolutely horrible. And all that work that you put into your eyes will mean absolutely nothing. I also like to use a very blunt object to make sure that they're on there, and I like to poke myself in the eye sometimes. And right here, I like to put some more eyeliner right underneath it just to blend. So here I use another brush, and I like to put some highlight on my nose and my neck, just to really give it like a pop-in look. And here I like to squish my cheeks together, because you really need to get that crease and that glow. You really need to make it cut right up to your ear. It's really important not to go too far up to your eye. And then next, I like to take a beauty blender and put a massive amount of some type of liquid right on the bottom, like a straight line almost, and really get that highlight in there, and just to make it absolutely perfect. Don't go too far up and don't go too far down. It has to be sort of right in the middle. And I also suggest you go right down to your neck, because it really blends it all out. Then I like to use a little glue stick, and I like to put some Elmer's right on top of my my nose, my lips, and then right on the sides of my eyes, just to really accentuate that glow that I have right now. And this may look very difficult, but it's not, as long as you try your hardest. And here I just like to really blotch it out and forget that I have a very uneven looking face right now with a totally different color on the bottom. I really think it's important to dab as much glue as possible. And then here I like to make sure that my nose looks absolutely perfect and glows a lot, to the point where you can't even tell if it's doing anything, and you just like to constantly go over it just for seamless perfection. You also want to do that on the other cheek, because makeup is all about symmetry. If one side doesn't look good, the other side's not going to look good, and you really just want to hold your hair back so you don't get any makeup in your hair, because that would just be absolutely terrible. So you need to make sure you kind of pucker your cheeks one more time and really get under there on the bottom and blend both sides of the equator, because it needs to look absolutely perfect. So then I like to use my Love brush and really once again do the same thing. Just go back and forth until you think you see a change, or until it looks absolutely perfect. Honestly, at this point, I can't even tell if there's anything on the brush, but just keep doing it for effect. And then next, I like to put a second coat, because it's like paint. Once it dries, you need more. You need to put more on the bottom there, and then just let that dry out and go back up to your eyes and put more eyeliner and then mascara on your bottom lashes, because you can't forget about them. Sometimes they feel left out. And then after you really go back to your top lashes, because once you do your bottom lashes and you go back to your top lashes, it's really important that you finally go back to the bottom of your face and really even that out one more time for a second coat. It's also very important that you then use a setting spray and not get your entire shirt soaked in the process. just so that you have that glow and that you know that your makeup's not going to run everywhere. So then I like to use my very, very tiny brush once again to just go back over my highlight and my contour. And then after that I like to wash out my face with my hands even though it's not doing anything. And then next I like to add a little bit of color to both my nose and my eyes, and then finally some lip gloss. And don't overline too much, otherwise you'll look like Kylie Jenner. But for the most part you just want to make your lips look very colorful to match the rest of your makeup. Now I would suggest looking like an emu as you put your lip gloss on, but then one more time just take another brush. So please make sure to follow my boyfriend on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll be making the hand movements that I do at the end of every video. Bye!